Kara. There's something that we need to talk about. It's about Mom. We'd be happy to take her in. She can live with us from now on. Hey, Mina. I didn't expect a text from you all of a sudden. What do you mean by that? Do you mind explaining what you're saying? I feel a little bad that I made you and Tom organize our dad's funeral and everything. You guys were the ones that lived with him and cared for him till the very end, right? You're my sister-in-law, so I feel bad about making you care for my parents. I'm offering to let my mom move in with us so that you guys don't have to care for her anymore. It's about time you guys had some time to yourselves. Are you sure that's going to be okay with you? Your mom is still healthy, but she's starting to get very old now. She's going to need a lot of help in the near future. Are you sure that you're going to be able to care for her day after day? You were saying that you had no free time because you had to take care of your own kids. That was all a long time ago. I'll be fine now. My kids are in elementary school now and are much more independent than before. I'm sure I'll be completely fine taking care of Mom now. You're going to have to take her to the hospital pretty often. Her knees are doing better right now, but a few months ago we were going to the hospital around 3 times a week. You don't need to worry about any of that anymore. Mom's saying that she'd prefer to live with me now. It's already decided, so there's no need for you to worry. She's going to move in with us as soon as possible. You two can keep that rusty old house. Go ahead and do whatever you want with that place. You should probably renovate it if you plan to keep living there. My parents bought that house a long time ago. Hello, Katie. Is it really true that you're going to be living with Mina and her husband? Did you have some problems when you were living with us? I want to know what we did wrong, if possible. Oh, hello, Kara. What's the matter all of a sudden? I'm not really sure what you're talking about. I just received a text from Mina about it. She told me that you were going to be moving in with her. Oh, so that's what this is about. It's not like I don't want to live with you guys anymore. In fact, I'm really grateful for you guys for everything that you've done for me. I had a lot of fun living with you both. I can't thank you enough. If that's the case, then why are you going to move in with Mina and her husband? I thought that you wanted to live in your own house till the very last day. This is your house, and we're very grateful that you let us live here. If we're causing you some trouble in any way, then please let us know. We'd be happy to move out. We really don't want to force you out of your own house. Kara, you need to calm down. You haven't done anything wrong to upset me. If anything, I was the one causing you guys a lot of trouble. You guys had just gotten married when I moved in with you guys. You both deserve some time with each other without me getting in the way. I was really, really grateful that you guys took care of my husband before he passed away. Thank you so much for that. You don't need to thank us for that at all. We barely did anything to help at all. You were the one constantly caring for him. Me and Tom could only help out from time to time as we both work full-time. What are you talking about? You both spent so much of your free time helping me out. I decided that I can't keep depending on you guys for help. That's not fair for the two of you. I hope you guys enjoy some time alone with each other. You both deserve it after all the time you've sacrificed for me. That's so kind of you. I was thinking of moving out and finding my own place when Mina texted me. She said that she felt bad making you guys look after me for such a long time and asked if I wanted to move in with her. I was really happy when she offered to take me in. That's why I decided that I would move in with Mina and her family. Okay, I understand why you're moving in with them now. I'm not going to try to stop you if this is a decision that you made. I'm going to be very sad to see you leave, but I hope you enjoy your new life living with Mina and her family. Thank you so much. The house that we're living in is actually my husband's property and it's under his name. I'm thinking of giving the house and all the land to Tom. I'll get the paperwork completed so that it will all be in his name. You guys can renovate the house as you like now. It's a little old, so I would recommend renovating it if you guys can. Are you really sure about that? You're going to give us this house? Yes, I'm sure. You and Tom have both helped me out so much in the past few years. It's my way of saying thanks. Even though Mina's house is a little far away, I'll try to come and visit from time to time. That would be great. We will be looking forward to you visiting us then. Mina's house is a little small, but I'm sure you will have a great time interacting with your grandchildren every day. I hope that you enjoy your new home. Please let me know how things are going from time to time.
I can't believe it. I should never have trusted her in the first place. I think Mina is trying to steal all of Mom's savings from her.
Wait, what are you talking about, Tom? Is everything okay? Tell me what's going on.
I had to go to the town that Mina lives in for work today. I decided to stop by her house after work as I was close by. I couldn't believe my eyes when I arrived at her house. They've built a completely new house from scratch.
Wait, what? A new house from scratch? I haven't heard about that from Mary at all.
I hadn't heard about it either. The thing is, Mary's husband is currently unemployed. He lost his job last year and hasn't gotten employed ever since. It doesn't make any sense for them to build a new house right now. They shouldn't have the financial freedom to do that unless they won the lottery or something.
Yeah, building a new house would be very expensive right now. There's no way they had the savings for it.
I thought it was strange, so I asked Mina how they afforded it. She told me that they asked Mom to pay them $100,000 so that they could build the new house.
Wait, what? Did you just say $100,000?
It's ridiculous, right? Mina told me that she asked for the money for letting her move in with them. I'm pretty sure that Mina was after Mom's money from the very start. That's the only reason she offered to let Mom move in with them. I'm getting so angry just talking about this. They only wanted Mom to move in with them so that they could build a new house with her money. I thought it was kind of strange that Mary was willing to take Mom in. She didn't help us out at all when Dad was sick. I should have doubted her intentions when she offered to let Mom move in with her.
Maybe this is good for Mrs. Smythe as well. She gets a nice and new house to live in for the rest of her life. They probably built the new house so that she gets her own room. $100,000 is way too much in my opinion, but maybe it's okay if everyone is happy about it. Katie was the one that paid the money. She probably discussed everything with Mina and her husband before making this decision.
I wouldn't complain if everyone seemed to be happy. They didn't even make a private room for Mom. Every single member of Mina's family got their own room. Mom has to sleep on the floor of the living room every single day. She has no privacy to herself at all.
Are you serious? That's unbelievable! Katie was the one that paid for the new house to be built. She should get the largest private room to herself.
Also, the toilet and the corridors were really small and narrow. It's not designed for someone to move around in a wheelchair at all. Mom's going to need a wheelchair soon, so I have no idea how she's going to continue living in that house. The house hasn't been built so it's friendly to elderly people at all. Mina had no intention of letting Mom live in that house at all.
I'm really shocked to hear all of this. Katie is going to struggle to live in that house in the future then.
It looked like she was struggling to live there already. She doesn't have any privacy and they're forcing her to do all the housework. They all treat her like she's a nuisance for sleeping in the living room. I really can't believe that she's being treated so terribly, even though she was the one that paid for the house to be built.
I completely agree with you. It sounds like they're all treating her like a slave. I feel really sorry for Katie. I never should have let her move out of our house.
I really wanted to do something about it, but Mom is adamant about continuing to live with them. She says that she just hasn't gotten used to her new lifestyle yet. She told me that things would get better for her soon and that she's completely okay. I also think that she doesn't want to leave because she loves her grandchildren so much.
I'm still really worried for her. I think Mina's family is going to treat her even worse if we don't do something about it. I'm also worried that they're going to make her use up all of her savings. I know that she was working very hard to save up all that money for retirement.
You shouldn't need to worry about that too much. Mom isn't stupid, so I don't think she's going to just blow all her savings on them. I'm sure that she will ask us for help when she's really in trouble.
Do you think so? I'm afraid that she might not ask us for help because she would feel bad.
We should get our house ready for when Mom wants to move in with us again. I'm really sorry to have to say this, but I think that our time alone isn't going to last very long. Mom is probably going to move in with us in the near future again. Would that be okay with you?
Of course it's okay. I'm really grateful for everything that Katie has done for me in the past. I've become great friends with her, and I think of her as my second mom. She's a very important person to me.
Thanks so much for being so understanding, Kara. If my mom contacts you about anything, then please let me know right away. I'm really worried about our current situation.
Hey, Kara! It's been a while. I hope that you're doing well. I know this is a little sudden, but I have a favor to ask from you. Would it be okay if my mom moved in with you guys again? We don't want her living with us anymore.
Wait, what? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Did something happen between you guys?
Well, I guess something happened. It's kind of hard to explain, though. To put it simply, Mom has become a huge hindrance to my family. She gets in our way just by living with us. We don't want to live with her anymore, so we're planning to kick her out. She is old and useless now, so you can have her back.
How could you say that about her? She's your mom, isn't she?
She is my mom, but that doesn't make any of what I said untrue. She also managed to injure her knees again, and she needs to be taken to the hospital pretty often. My entire family is really busy, so none of us can take her to the hospital. She keeps on whining that she's in pain and won't shut up about it. Her entire existence is just so annoying these days.
I am so shocked to hear all this. I think that you've really crossed the line this time. I've also heard that your husband is currently unemployed. No offense, but I'm sure that he has all the time in the world. I'm sure he has the time to take Katie to the hospital once in a while.
Wait, what did you just say? How do you know about that? I don't remember telling you about it. I know that he's unemployed right now, but that doesn't mean he has lots of free time available. He's really busy trying to look for a new job and stuff. I don't have the time either because I have to do all the housework and care for my children.
I know that's all a lie. I heard that Katie is the one doing all the housework. It sounds like you guys are all treating her like a slave. I think you need to care for her just like you care for your children. The way you're treating her right now is just simply unacceptable. I cannot forgive you for this.
How dare you talk to me like this? I'm not going to listen to anything that you tell me to do.
If you were going to be too busy to care for her, you never should have let her move in with you guys in the first place. You should have thought about all of this in advance. It was obvious that she was going to need someone to take her to the hospital from time to time. I asked you about all of this before she moved in with you guys. You told me that you had it all figured out. It doesn't seem like you have anything figured out at the moment.
Well, I thought it would all work out at the time. It's not like I can read the future, you know. It turns out that Mom needs much more care than I originally thought. We all make some mistakes from time to time. You're trying to make it sound like all this is my fault.
I'm blaming you because it really is your fault. I know the real reason why you asked her to move in with you. Why did you ask her to pay the $100,000 for your new house? I heard that you demanded the money from her in exchange for letting her live with you guys. You didn't even give her a bedroom to herself. I heard you're forcing her to live in the living room, even though she was the one that paid for the place. Now you're trying to kick her out? The house you're living in was paid for by her. I can't believe you're forcing her out after only a couple of months.
You really need to shut your mouth. What are you trying to suggest I did? You really need to stop sticking your head into my family's business. This has nothing to do with you. You're just my brother's wife. You need to stay out of this.
Actually, this has everything to do with me. Katie is a very special person to me. I see her as my second mom. I am not going to just sit back and watch you treat her so terribly. I think what you are doing to her is unacceptable. It doesn't matter if I'm your family or not.
You're so annoying. Please just shut up already. All I need you to do is let my mom move back in with you.
We don't need this useless old hag living with us anymore. She barely has any savings left now. We have no use for her anymore, so you guys can have her back.
You are a monster. How could you treat your own family like this?
Pretty much all her savings were gone after she paid to get our house built. I was hoping to get a little more money out of her, but it seems like she really doesn't have any left. I would have happily taken care of her if she was willing to pay us. She doesn't have any money left, so there's no benefit for us to let her live here anymore. Does that all make sense now?
So you guys were only letting her live with you for the money then? The only thing you guys cared about was the money from the very start. You forced her to use up all her savings and now you're kicking her out.
Yeah, pretty much. There's no point in letting her live with us anymore. It's time for you guys to take her back. She's an important person to you, right? You should thank me for letting you have her back. Unfortunately, she is not going to have any money left to give to you guys.
I can't let Katie live with you guys any longer. I'm taking her back.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. She's going to need a lot of care because she is not doing so well recently. You and Tom are both really kind, so I know you guys won't abandon her. I hate her, but she is still my mom after all. I wouldn't want her to die.
There's no need for you to worry about that. We will make sure that she gets all the care and help that she needs from us. She has a large amount of money saved up for this after all.
Wait, what did you just say? I thought she had no money left.
She has plenty of money saved up in another account. I'm going to do my best to support her and care for her needs. However, I'm not going to be able to do everything. We're planning on hiring a nurse that can come and help out when we need. We can also hire a taxi when I'm not able to drive her to the hospital myself. She has more than enough money saved up for her retirement after all.
Wait, hold on a minute. What money are you talking about? I thought she had nothing left now. I checked the balance in her bank account the other day and there was basically nothing left.
I'm sorry, but I don't have the time to explain anything to you right now. I've got to get going. Tom is going to come and pick her up at some point today. Would you make sure that all her belongings are packed up and ready to be loaded into the car?
Mina? What's going on? You need to explain everything to me. What happened to my parents' house that you guys were living in? I stopped by to visit and all that's left is an empty plot of land. What happened to the house? The entire plot of land is up for sale as well. Tell me what's happening. I asked the neighbors what happened and they told me that you guys have moved into a high-rise condo. Is it really true that you guys are living in a luxury condo on the top floor?
I think the rumors have been exaggerated a little. We don't live on the very top floor. It is true that we managed to purchase a nice high-rise condo to live in, though. The view from our place is wonderful. We can see the entire city from here.
What on earth is going on? Are you telling me that you guys somehow managed to afford such a nice place? I didn't think you guys had this kind of money.
Oh, don't get me wrong. We weren't the ones that purchased this place. Katie was kind enough to purchase this condo for us.
Wait, what did you just say? You're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding at all. I can send you some pictures of our new place if you don't believe me. Katie told us that she no longer wanted to spend the rest of her life in the house me and Tom lived in. She told us that she wanted to live in a luxury high-rise condo that was friendly to elderly people as well. The condo is located right next to the hospital, so it's very convenient.
I can't believe it. I thought she didn't have any money left.
She told us that she had actually been looking for a condo like this for a while. She realized that the house that we used to live in wasn't really suitable for elderly people. It's kind of isolated and very far from the hospital. She experienced all this firsthand when taking care of her sick husband. After you kicked her out, she decided that she would move into a high-rise condo. She offered to buy us the condo next door to her, so that she had some people that she could depend on nearby. We were hesitant on accepting something so expensive, but she kept on insisting that she would feel more at ease with us next door to her.
So you're telling me that she just gave you guys a high-rise condo? That's not fair at all.
She told us that she's probably going to have to depend on us a lot in the near future. She said to think about it as a gift in advance.
I I can't believe it. That's so not fair. You guys get given a high-rise condo just for taking care of her? All you have to do is take her to the hospital once in a while. Even I can do that. We only got $100,000 to build our new house. Buying a high-rise condo must cost closer to $800,000.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane, right? I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw the price of this place. I was even more surprised when Katie paid the full amount without even batting an eyelid.
How is that even possible? I had no idea she had that kind of money saved up. Why does my mom have that kind of money? Her bank account was empty when I checked it.
The bank account you checked was one of many that she has. She managed to save up a huge amount over the years as she lived very frugally. I've been the one keeping track of all her money for the past few years. Mom asked me to look after her money as she was starting to get old.
Wait, what? Who is this? Is this Tom I'm talking to?
Yeah, it's me. Why the hell are you contacting my wife and not me? If you have any complaints, then you should be saying it to me. I'm your brother. This is a family matter. Stop trying to get my wife involved in all this mess you've caused. Or are you contacting her because you thought that you could push her around?
Well, it's not like that. I really wanted to talk to Kara, you know?
I've been taking care of both our parents' money ever since me and Kara moved in with them. Mom told me that she no longer trusted herself to look after such a huge amount of money. She told me that she could trust me with everything, including all her money.
Why didn't she ask me to look after her money? I had no idea that you were the one taking care of her money. She didn't even give me permission to check her bank account when I lived with her. That's why I had to secretly look at her balance when she was asleep.
It's because she can't trust you at all. That's just a great example of why she didn't want to leave any of her money in your control. It's not acceptable to look at someone's bank account without their permission.
What are you talking about? I'm a very trustworthy person.
How is she meant to trust you after what you did to her? You asked her to move in with you so that she would pay the $100,000 to build your new house. After the house was built, you treated her like a slave and then kicked her out after several months. I would understand why she wouldn't want to trust someone who would do that.
Shut up! Stop talking to me! Where did Mom even get the money to buy 2 high-rise condos from? That should cost her a few $1,000,000 if she's hiring a nurse to look after her as well. I find it hard to believe that she would have that kind of money. Our family was never that rich growing up.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised when I found out about the amount of money that she had in her bank. Apparently, Dad had earned millions of dollars when he was younger, and they never got around to spending it all. They just left it sitting in his bank account. When he passed away, all the money was given to Mom.
I had no idea about that.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing that you didn't know about it. Who knows what you would have done if you knew. Anyway, we're going to be taking care of Mom from now on. We don't need your help at all, so you don't need to worry about her anymore. In fact, I want to ask you to cut ties with us all. We really can't forgive you for the way you treated her.
I'm really sorry that I had to end up back with you guys.
There's no problem at all. I'm glad that we're back to living together again.
We kind of thought that things might end up like this anyway.
We had made preparations for you to be able to move back in with us whenever you wanted.
I really thought that Mina offered me to move in with her in good faith. That's why I decided to move in with her and her family without thinking too deeply about it. The first thing they asked me to do when I moved in was to promise them that I would pay them $100,000 for the new house they wanted to build. That was the first thing they asked you for? They really are so greedy. I'm really glad that I left most of my money in Tom's hands. Who knows what would have happened if Mina knew about my money? I'm really sorry that I got you involved in all this mess.
You really need to stop apologizing to me. You did absolutely nothing wrong. I should be the one thanking you for this beautiful condo that you got for us. I feel bad for accepting something this expensive for free. Please tell me whenever you need any help or favors from me in the future.
Thank you so much. I am sure I'm going to need to depend on you as I get older and older. I can already feel my body starting to get weak. Time is cruel.
What the hell is this? You need to explain what this is. I just received a letter from Mom saying that she never wants to see or talk to me ever again. She's trying to cut ties with me completely. Is this something that you forced her to do?
I haven't forced her to do anything. I had no idea that she even sent a letter to you in the first place. I can kind of understand why she wants to cut ties with you. She must have had enough of you already. You treated her like a slave and tried to steal all her money from her.
She told me in the letter that the $100,000 she paid for our house was like a parting gift. She doesn't intend to leave anything for me in her will. She told me that Tom is going to receive every last bit of her inheritance. I'm not going to receive a single dollar. I'm not sure what to do now. I was depending on her to give me a lot of money when she passed away. I don't know how else to pay for my children's tuition. If she has that much money, she should give some of it to me and my family as well.
She's not obligated to give you money just because you're her daughter. She can do whatever she wants with it and give it to the people that she wants to give it to.
You really need to stop talking back to me like this. Who do you think you are? Tell me the address at which my mom lives. Tell me right now. I need to talk to her about this letter face to face. I don't agree with any of what she said. Hurry up and tell me. I want to go and talk to her today.
Did you really think that I would tell you her address? Of course I'm not going to tell you. I'm sure you guys can pay for your children's tuition if your husband starts working again. You should ask him to try harder to look for a job rather than bully your own mom for her money.
I told you to stop telling me what to do.
I've got to get going now. Sorry. Don't bother contacting me again either. I'm never going to tell you her address. Me, Tom, and Katie all decided to change our phone numbers right away. We didn't want Mina to be able to contact any of us ever again. Katie decided to use this opportunity to purchase a brand new iPhone. This was the first time she owned a smartphone, and she was amazed by all the features and apps included in the phone. She started to become very active on social media like all the young kids these days. I told her to be careful of posting herself on the internet too much as it can be very dangerous. After I told her that, she started posting YouTube videos of herself on YouTube wearing a full-face horse mask. Recently, some of her videos have started to go viral and she is gaining a bunch of subscribers on her channel. I decided to let her do what she wants as she was protecting her privacy and identity with the horse head mask. Mina, on the other hand, was struggling in all aspects of her life. Her husband still couldn't find a job and they had run out of savings completely. They couldn't pay the loans for the house and were forced to move out. Currently, Mina and her family are living a very frugal life in a rusty old apartment located in the outskirts of the city. The funny thing is that Mina actually started her own YouTube channel as well. Unfortunately, her videos are not popular at all, and her subscriber count has yet to hit 50. It doesn't look like YouTube is going to magically make her rich anytime soon. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.